Today we're going to be talking about cleaning and sustainability and really good eco how to clean for this springtime. I'm just going to go ahead and wait for Liz to join in. Hey
Hello.
Lizzie.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the Conscious Tea, episode
Hey.
7.
Yeah, welcome to the Conscious Tea. How's everyone doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing good over here. How are you doing in Spain?
It's good. Just woke up from a little siesta. Had a long
Nice.
day today. And yeah, how is it over there in LA? What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, thanks guys. Hey guys. Hi, Coach Beach. That's a cute name.
So Liz, you mentioned that cleaning is kind of like a ritual for you for like a sense of grounding and stuff. Can you explain that for me?
Yeah, so I really cleaning helps me so much in the sense that it like Laura helps me ground myself because when my house is not clean, when there's like dust or like dirt or just things around like the house, I don't feel my best. I feel like I can't focus. I feel like my work isn't my best. And especially now that I do all my work from home, my house really has to be like in a good place. So it's like, so I mean, I could be having the best day, and if I walk into the house and there's like and it looks dirty, it literally ruins my day. So that's what I mean when it's like it just cleaning. So once the house is clean, I feel so much better, and just like it really just helps me feel like clear. It gives me that nice space that I need to like to be productive and to be the best version of myself.
Nice. Yeah, I love that. Um, I love how you mentioned that because I don't think about that when you're cleaning, and how important it is to clean and kind of get rid of the old and bring in the new,
Right?
like whether it be like new energy, maybe get a new plant,
Yeah.
um, get rid of clothes that don't fit you anymore because, we've all had, I don't know if you guys have had like your weight fluctuate like during COVID and stuff, and some things don't fit anymore, some things are too tight or some things are too loose. So, I think it's cool to also like get rid of things that don't serve you anymore also.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely my weight has definitely fluctuated. I'm definitely a little bit, I would call myself a little bit chubby, but it's cool. I'm not like stressed about it, but I definitely feel like I know that every spring is always a time for me to shed everything. And I even like, because we've been so kind of just trapped up inside. It doesn't snow here. It's still chilly. It's not as inviting to go out and do like fun exciting things. Now that the spring is here, we can all get back outside, get like, get active, and then cleaner.
Yeah.
Hi,
So, yeah. Hey, Nement. What's up, man?
Neiman.
So yeah, Liz is gonna go over like, cause Liz really, she's gonna basically be schooling me today on like, really, conscious ways that we can use like recycled bottles and like put new types of cleaning like stuff or, I mean, that's what I'd really like to know from you, Liz, because that I feel like, you have really good tips on like baking soda and like using vinegar and stuff like that. Cause I actually never have done that yet. So I definitely
Mhm.
want to consider that. We have a cleaning lady coming on Friday, so I would love to incorporate more of that. So could you tell us
Yeah,
more about that?
yeah.
And then I'll talk about later, kind of like going through your closet too. So, and getting rid of stuff like that.
Okay, cool. So spring is a perfect time to reset your life after a long winter. Like we said, shed the extra weight, extra dust, and extra items that you might have accumulated from the holidays. We always end up all items that we don't really want for the holidays. So it's a good time to reevaluate what do you really need in your house, what do you not need in your house. So I'm going to share, like Laura said, some easy cleaners at home with just a few ingredients. I've been using these cleaners for the last 10 years. I've been like cleaning everything like this for the last 10 years, and everything has gone really well for me.
Wow, 10 years. And do you have like what kind of bottles should we be putting them in?
Yeah, so I'll get to that into that in a second, but I'm also going to be sharing with you guys ways that you can reduce your trash by making your own, right? So by making your own, you can just like help limit all the plastic that you're buying out, and not even just limit the plastic, but also decrease the plastic. So if you buy just one big bottle of vinegar and one big thing of baking soda, instead of like 20 little bottles of different cleaners, it's like you're good to go, right? So I like to always, so my starting the the purge queen. Rainy Mouse said, "Who's the purge queen? Is that Laura?" Ooh, I love that. Laura's always like, "I gotta get rid of this. What is that?" So I like to start when cleaning always like room by room, right? So it's like top to bottom, make it like a way that's accessible for you. A whole house is super overwhelming. So if you want like one room, go to the next room, like however it is you're gonna do it. Establish new cleaning habits. If you live with roommates, this is something that has really helped me, and I've done this everywhere I've lived for the like 10 years I've lived with roommates. Creating schedules, right? So in my house, the schedule that works for us is every 2 weeks we clean, and each one of us cleans different rooms. We like split it up, right? So let's say Chris will clean the kitchen, and I will do the bathroom and the dining room, and then our other roommate Brian will do the living room and like the patio. So it's out, and that just helps us keep accountability, and it also takes the stress away of like, oh, this roommate's not doing anything, or oh, this roommate's not clean enough. You know, it just helps you establish those new habits that will encourage everyone to keep the house clean. Oh yeah, a little note: cleaning is not a spectator sport. So if you live with roommates or even your partner, like even with your partner, you should try to break up the cleaning and really feel fair about it if that's what you want to do. If you just want to do all the cleaning and handle it, then that's fine too. But it's good to just like, you know, it not be a spectator sport. Everyone get involved. Everyone do whatever it is that you want to incorporate into your cleaning routine. So for me, I always clean. I clean a lot of things mostly with baking soda and just 100% white distilled like white vinegar, and that is like it's such a good little cleaning tool because it bubbles up, right? So I'm going to show you guys. So this is baking soda, and then I have a bottle that I've reused, and I just filled this with a bunch of vinegar, and I've had this bottle for I think for 7 years. This one plastic bottle I've been reusing for 7 years. I know, it's kind of crazy.
That's really inspiring, Liz, because you know, you think you're clean, you're feeling green or doing green when you go buy those like eco bio like those cleaners, and it's like you could not do that and save money by doing the method that you're doing.
Yes, it's so true. It's so true. And also it's like now the key to being sustainable, the key to sustainability is reusing. It's always about reusing what you have. So it's like that is true, like the most sustainable move that you can make. Because even being sustainable, it's like, yeah, that's cool, but you're still buying something new. But if you're reusing something, so right, so I have this bottle that I've been using for 7 years, and so I have this baking soda, and usually what I do, so for my tub, so your tub is dirty, what I usually will spray a bunch of vinegar on the tub. I like to start off with the tub dry, so that there's no water, because if the water mixes with the vinegar, it kind of dilutes it, and so the baking soda doesn't like fizzle up as much. So I spray the whole tub with vinegar, and then I sprinkle all the baking soda on it, and then I spray the vinegar on top, and you'll see that this creates like a reaction.
Oh, we're getting a science show too. This is amazing.
See the reaction it creates? So it like, can you hear it?
Yeah. Okay. I never knew it did that.
Yeah. So these two ingredients, it creates a reaction, and this little reaction just helps kind of like loosen up the grime. And so I like to leave this and let it sit for a few minutes, as long as you can wait. I like to wait like 3, 4, 5 minutes and just kind of like let it really sit. And then I spray more vinegar on top. I brush it really well with one of my little sustainable brushes that I have, or just like an old plastic one that you've been using, or a sponge also works. And instantly you'll see that all that little grimy stuff comes off of your tub. And it's like, and it's amazing. Just these two ingredients will help you get so much stuff off of your tub, or just off of wherever. I also use this for the toilet bowl too. So the same with the toilet bowl. Like I'll spray the whole toilet bowl, and then I'll sprinkle the baking soda, let that fizzle up, and I'll brush it with the
Got it. So yeah, so I'm reading here that because you're combining all of them, they mildly become a gentle abrasive, deodorant, and more. So that's really cool. So yeah, I mean, so like the purpose of having more of a more natural ingredients for cleaning, like why is that instead of using bleach?
Yeah, instead of using bleach. I mean, it's just more natural, you know. It's just it's not the smell. Vinegar obviously has a smell, so you're gonna have to get past the vinegar smell. But once you rinse it off, the smell goes away pretty quick. It's not like your whole house is gonna smell like vinegar. But with bleach definitely has like, you know, some very like toxic fumes, right? It smells very, very strong. And beyond it being that, some people are allergic to bleach. So I know that I'm one of those people that one time I bleached when I was younger. I used to wash the bathtub for those were my chores, and my parents would pay me like $5. And I once washed it with pure bleach, and my hands ended up like peeling. They were all red. I couldn't touch anything. So I was actually allergic to it. So yeah, things like that, right? So like more fumes, more chemicals, and then it may give you like allergies. And it says on the bottle, like, don't use bleach if this, and there's all these different things. There's no warning hazards with vinegar and baking soda. So it's just like, it's just cleaner.
That's crazy. And so I feel like, it's hard for us to kind of rewire our brains to like be like, okay, well, we've used bleach to clean, but it's like there's so much more natural ways to clean instead of using bleach. So I guess it's a new way to train ourselves. Because I feel like people only care to go non-toxic once they have kids or when they're around babies or things like that, which is so messed up because it's like you can be non-toxic now with your
Yeah,
cleaning agents.
for sure. Of course, definitely. I mean, you should just already adopt those principles so that when you do have kids or when you do have people that you want to keep in your house like safe, that you're just already safe and you're already on that move. And yeah, maybe some things aren't going to be as sparkly shiny clean as it would be with bleach, and that's something that you have to just be okay with. And using a sustainable product, that's a compromise that you have to take. Sustainable products, they accomplish a thing that you want to do, which is clean, but they don't, like, it's not like they're going to leave them like so ridiculously sparkling clean. Like, I know my tub is nice, but I know that like sometimes we also the cleaning lady that comes, and she sometimes uses bleach, and I'm like, damn, it definitely looks more sparkly. But I'd rather just use what I can, use what I have, and it's still amazing. It still looks great, but it's just like you have to definitely compromise. So almost like I want to reference using eco-friendly detergents, right? The eco-friendly detergents do not do the same job as like the, I mean, they clean and they do that job, but they don't make your clothes smell like super crazy. They don't have those crazy scents because they're more natural. So when you're thinking about sustainability, I definitely think you don't it's its own thing. You don't hold it against something else. I'm not gonna hold my vinegar and baking soda next to bleach. This is
Got it.
an this is like something on its own. It's on its own like wave. And so I think
Got it.
that's when it comes to like anything sustainable.
Okay. Yeah, that's really helpful, Liz. Thank you for teaching me that. Um,
Yes.
hey guys who's watching, what's up? We're talking about spring cleaning and using more sustainable practices to pretty much refresh your home. We're all in that new season. We're all been at home, so why not learn new ways to, reuse, live a more natural lifestyle and get some tips from Liz.
So another little tip that I'd like to share is I also create a multi surface cleaner, just like the regular top like tabletop cleaners,
Love
and
that.
that I use water. I use like equal parts water, equal parts vinegar, and then I put about like, depending on the size of your bottle, I do about like 20 drops of like tea tree oil. And tea tree oil is a natural like antiseptic, so it does have some like bacteria killing properties to it. So those three things combined, perfect to clean like your tabletops, your kitchen counters, and that's my other like multi-purpose like cleaner.
Oh, I love that.
So
That's great.
water, vinegar, tea tree oil. If you don't need the let's say antibacterial property of it, you can also use eucalyptus. You can use like lemon essential oil. So any type of oils that you want to put in that, just so that it smells, it has like a little bit of a nicer smell. It's still gonna smell like vinegar, but it will smell like the essential oil, which is great.
Okay, great. So you have two different types of mixtures that you could put into a recyclable bottle or like a glass bottle with like with a spritzer. So you have the first one with the baking soda and just distilled vinegar.
Yes. So that's like the first thing. The first one is just like let's say for your tub, for your toilet bowl, just straight vinegar and straight baking soda, and those two together create that where you don't need the reaction as much. You
Oh
just do
no,
water, vinegar, essential oils.
okay, that's really cool.
But also
Um,
the mix of the distilled vinegar and the baking soda also works really well when you're cleaning like the stovetop, the bubbles. So think of anything that's going to have something that you want to loosen up. Those little bubbles are going to be great, and they're going to help you, just like you said, loosen the sediments and get that grime off of there.
Okay, super cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So Laura
Yeah.
said, always try to reuse your bottles. Reuse any bottles that you have. Please, key to sustainability is reusing, reusing. But if you do want to have like some kind of cool fancy bottle, I have the perfect one to recommend. And this is like my favorite bottle. I bought this one, and it's glass. So it is a little bit like, it's, you definitely got to be more careful with it. You don't want to be like dropping it, but it's like an amber bottle. And what's cool about this is that it has different recipes. So here it has like a
Love
recipe
that.
tile for like cleaning tiles like in your bathroom, and this recipe is and it gives you the little notes too. So it'll say like, fill it to here, hydrogen peroxide. From here you put 12 to 24 essential oil drops, and then you fill it up to vinegar here, and then you fill the rest with water. And so I love this bottle. It's so cool. I love that it's glass, and I love that it has these recipes. So tile has a recipe for wood, has a recipe for like bathroom cleaning,
That's
glass,
wonderful.
and it has a recipe for kitchen cleaning.
Wow. That's so
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, you gotta definitely, we have to have that link somewhere accessible for people to want
yeah.
to get.
So I got this one from the package free shop, but I think you can also buy this from Cleaning Essentials. That's like the brand, but definitely I'll reference it in the IGTV link comments. But this
Okay.
one is like, I use this one. So the multi-purpose cleaner that I told you about, which I always used to make, was the water, vinegar, and essential oils. But now that I had this bottle and I learned this other cool recipe, I love using this one for the kitchen. So it's like the kitchen recipe, and then it says fill it up to here with alcohol, then 12 to 24 drops of essential oil, vinegar. This one calls with 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then you fill the rest with water.
That's so cool. I
Yeah.
love that. See, we all just need to re-educate ourselves and actually just take the time, like take the time to actually make it and like, retrain ourselves instead of using like those super harsh toxic chemicals. So,
Yeah, yeah, I love this bottle. Got to get this if you're interested, or if not, do the other entry level ones that you want to do. If you don't want to commit fully to like maybe doing this yet, but you're kind of intrigued, you could just make your own in your own reused like plastic bottle.
yeah. All
Hmm.
right, cool. And I'll go ahead and just add a little note to that. Like, obviously, you're gonna need a spray, but you're also gonna need to wipe, right? Just like a quick tip, you guys. Like, obviously, you guys know to like use less paper towels, but definitely try to use less. I mean, there's 13 billion pounds of paper towels that are thrown away each year, which is a shit ton of trees probably, and bleach to make to make them white, because those paper towels are not naturally white. They're probably like really dark brown or something like that. So I mean that runoff and all those are just more chemicals to make something very simple as a paper towel.
Yes, yes.
So
Towels are like one of like the most wasteful of things. So like Laura said, it's 13 billion pounds, but the average person uses 3,000 paper towels at work like in a given year. And that's only like at work. 3,000 paper towels. Like that is so much. And really, you can't really confirm unless you're buying 100% recycled paper towels, which, hey, we also have paper towels in this house because there are sometimes that you just need those paper towels,
yeah,
but at least like if you can make the decision to make 100% recycled paper towels, that's so much better than actual trees being cut down to make new paper towels. So go for the recycled. Again, the sustainable option of recycled paper towels is not as absorbent, and you're definitely gonna have to compromise. But hey, make the compromise. Save Mother Earth, protect the trees. Like it's fine. Maybe you have to like, just adjust on how you use them. And then alternatively, use cleaning towels. And so these are the little cleaning towels that we have. This used to be a towel that we used to dry our dishes with. And then it just kind of like, it just wasn't as absorbent anymore. So I cut it up. I cut the whole towel up. And then these are the towels that we use to wipe down like the countertops after we cook and to make sure that everything is clean. So just use things, old t-shirt, whatever it is that you want to use. Remember that it's all about reusing and using what you have. So definitely reusing or using cotton towels are such a better alternative to paper towels.
yeah. And I like to use, you know, any of those too for like the wet wiping also, like just kind of quickly wiping down, like, you know, things like that, like after dishwasher or something. Pardon me. Whew. Allergies are a real deal right now. Woo!
Yeah. Another little note about paper, I mean, about these like cotton towels. You shouldn't really be using cotton towels. Like if you're wiping down your kitchen surfaces with it, if you're using it in the kitchen, you should only be using it for that one thing. You know, you shouldn't be like cross-contaminating things. If you're gonna use that for your kitchen, it only gets used for your kitchen, and you should only be using it for like at most, I think like 1 to 2 days at most. But really, you should be changing your towels, the ones that you wipe down, like every day, and then washing them. And so you just kind of create like a little pile and wash them with like warm water, and throw in, depending on how many you have, but I like to throw in like a cup or half a cup or a cup of white vinegar again into the laundry load, so that it kind of just, you know, gets those towels really clean and just gets rid of any little grime and any little weird things that might be attached to the towels.
Oh, that's such a good tip, Liz. Thank you for that.
And the clothing doesn't, so you use the vinegar and your detergent, but the clothing or whatever, or your towels don't end up smelling like vinegar. So that's a good little like note.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely keep that in consideration. What's up? Johanna found some detergent sheets called Earth Breeze that are supposed to be eco-friendly, cruelty-free, and completely biodegradable. Better than buying an old plastic bottle of Tide, which is great. So you guys
Yeah,
check that out.
I heard about those. I'm so curious, like if she's used them, or if she, like how they work, because I have seen those around, but I haven't like used them myself.
Earth Breeze, that's the brand. You guys check it out. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, I do see why sometimes people don't want to make it because usually they think of cleaning last. But I mean, hey, if you know you're gonna do like a whole weekend of cleaning or spring cleaning, like maybe you can make these like solutions beforehand. And I know that even like, you know, sometimes it's just more convenient just to get the cheaper bottle of bleach or things like that. But I mean, it's sometimes it is nice to check out those different products because you know that they're overall they're gonna just help the planet and pretty much help you in the long run because it won't be so toxic, you know?
Yeah, and you know, we're not here to make anyone feel bad. It's like we just want to give you guys options and alternatives, and it's not about being perfect. We don't need. I keep seeing this information everywhere. It's like we don't need all of us being like perfect, successful little like eco warriors. You know, what we need is like everyone on the planet doing it imperfectly and doing the best that they can every single day. So if you need to buy this time, then maybe you say, all right, next time I'm not going to buy the bleach and I'm going to try something else. Just try to do your best. Just think about like different alternatives.
Yeah, I love that. So I'm on Wholesome Culture, and they're talking about things instead of also using like used like cloth or old T-shirts, which I do. I learned that from my mom. I guess it's from some Filipino style, like using everything because they didn't come from so much in the Philippines growing up. But yeah, I'd use old T-shirts just to like either wipe down windows or things like that. It says here you can use old socks as dusters or cleaning gloves. You could use old toothbrushes. I mean, we definitely have tons of that as a scrubbing tool, right? Like get under there with your tiles or something like in your oven that's like really grimy or hard to reach. Save
Yeah.
those things, you know? Extra shoebox is really good for like organizing storage bins. Use coffee grounds. You could really use that for like a really nice like exfoliant too, like for your skin with like some nice essential oils. Or you could use it for a cleaning scrub. Last one, definitely keep your old jars for like desk organizers or dry food ingredients storage. I use them for like my makeup brushes. So, you know, just always try to keep some of that stuff to upcycle and repurpose, you know, with intention and stuff. So those are some really cool tips.
Yeah, definitely. Those are great tips for sure. Yeah. I think something else I really wanted to mention too is cleaning is it it's not something that everyone wants to do, and it's not something that we all enjoy doing. So if there are new appliances that you need, like if you've been using like your vacuum and you really hate it and it's just like not working as well, just make the investment. Like maybe don't go out to dinner that night or for a weekend, and just like make the investment in getting clients, because it's gonna make your life so much easier, and it's going to encourage you to clean more often. So I think it's always like if you need those new appliances or whatever it is you need to feel comfortable while cleaning, definitely make those moves.
Got it. Love that, Liz. Thank you so much. hope you guys got some insight on that, on that, and we'll put that information in somewhere accessible on this IGTV video. But yeah, so I'll switch over and quickly talk about donation and kind of cleaning your closet out for springtime, if you guys are interested in learning anything about that. But I'm getting ready for that on this weekend. So I'm ready to like store all my, because it's getting warmer, as you mentioned, it's getting warmer now. So, you know, storing and getting rid of things that just don't fit, whether it's like, you know, clothes that maybe you could take to repair, clothes that you definitely don't want to wear anymore, just a proper donation place, and or, you know, making sure that you know, you're putting away all your hot clothes, like your jackets and long sleeves and wool stuff away, and bringing in your spring wardrobe. So I'm getting ready for that. And I just want to talk about donating responsibly. We love to donate. We love to do that. Whether it's not just like stuff in your kitchen, if you have too many appliances and you're like, or too many like, you know, just most miscellaneous things you've collected, you know, making sure that, you know, you put them in the right donation box and bin area, you know, making sure that, you know, you can wash your clothes before you donate it, you know, just in case there's any like weird stains or something, or dust. Making sure that you go drop it off at your local Goodwill, maybe in the local nearest women's shelter, things like that, because people definitely are always looking for things like that. And hey, why not do it? It's a tax write-off, you know, for things like that. So definitely get a box ready and just start donating some of the stuff that doesn't serve you any purpose anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that this weekend. I'm just gonna like, you know, bring out all my spring stuff, you know, wash them. I'm definitely gonna try the washing solution with a baking soda. I'm gonna try that for
Yeah.
taking out any stains, and then yeah, and then just do a whole closet refresh. So yeah, definitely want to encourage you guys to donate, and yeah, and just get a new closet refresh going on for spring.
Yeah, yeah. And beyond donating too, don't forget that some of these things might have like value. And so you can also try to sell things on OfferUp. I know things are a little bit tricky with COVID, but I have sold some things while COVID is happening. Just remind the person that before you're meeting them to please wear a face mask upon arrival, and that should make it more comfortable and safe for everyone. But really trying to sell some of these things that you have. I think once the times open back up that we can like meet with more friends, clothing swaps are a really amazing alternative to donating too. Just like getting a 5 of your friends together and just kind of swapping clothes, and then possibly donating whatever clothing no one is wanting, because it's great to give what the items that you don't need directly to someone, because sometimes what happens is for places like Goodwill and just places that get a lot of donations, the things that they don't sell, they end up shipping to other countries. And they don't ship them to other countries so that they can be like used. They ship them to other countries and they like toss them in like these big piles of trash. And so sometimes donating is an amazing thing to do, but really trying to see if you can find someone that is actually going to take the item and use it, and taking those extra steps is a really good thing to do as well, just to ensure that the donation doesn't end up getting just like tossed into like a big pile of trash, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, I've been doing that also here, been
Yeah.
selling some stuff, which is great because
Yeah.
a girl bought a pair of shoes I've had, and I was like, I just don't want to donate them. And she gave me like $5, and I was just way more happier just giving it to a girl for such a low price than, you know,
Yes.
because I knew that those shoes will have a new life.
Yes. Exactly. Right. Yeah. Like really making
Yeah.
sure that items that you don't want anymore are going to have that life. And hey, you got $5 out of it too. So,
Yeah.
can you some sites, or do you only use Depop, or are there other things that you use for like?
I would say use Depop. That's one of the easiest ones. Post it on Craigslist. People are always still shopping on Craigslist. If it's a higher end item, try eBay. Post it on Facebook Marketplace. Also, there's a bunch. Just literally Google it, and there's like so many great websites that you could people are constantly buying secondhand. It's such a huge market. So definitely encourage you to just, you know, sell some stuff. Take a weekend off and just sell some stuff.
Oh yeah,
All
for
right.
sure.
Yeah, and talk about spring cleaning. Why not bring in some cool indoor plants? If you guys are, you know, encourage you guys to get some new indoor plants. They're really good for like air purifying your home, which is great. Yeah, and they just bring more life and vibrancy into your house, especially for during springtime. So I encourage you to go out and get a plant.
Yeah, plant parenthood.
Yeah.
Scents are always the best. And like Laura, they do help purify the air. And then so many of us are so concerned about air nowadays that air purifiers are also a good thing to have in your house. And then like dehumidifiers are also a really amazing thing to have in your house, so that if your air is being purified and cleaned, then some moisture is being added back to your air so that you can breathe better. Your skin is more moisturized. It helps people with sinus problems that have like that struggle with asthma. Like dehumidifiers really help with those types of things.
Yeah. So yeah, hey Rochelle, what's up, babe? Thank you for joining. We're talking about sustainability and cleaning for spring, and just using some non-toxic solutions for your house. You know, using baking soda, distilled vinegar, essential oils, things like that, and reusing it with your plastic bottles that you've already bought and you don't want to throw away. Keep them and just make your own cleaning solution, things like that. Just so you know, live a more healthier lifestyle. Also, favorite soap. So can you give me some tips on some of your favorite soaps that people can buy in America, or things like that? Because I could quickly talk about that also.
Body soap?
Any type of hand soap.
Oh, hand soap. Oh yeah, okay. So I mean, mine is definitely going to be pretty particular and specific to LA because I now shop at the refill store, and so the refill store is basically like a store that's full of bulk items, and they have personal care products to food, like you see behind me, like all my jars. So I buy my hand soap from a place called it was called Tear. Now it's called Regrocery, and that's here in Highland Park on York. And I really love their hand soap, but there's a bunch of other refill stores that carry hand soap. So mine is going to be pretty specific to LA just because I am really big on like the refill like life right now. And I've been able to get back into it post COVID or post, really crazy COVID. So that's kind of like my tip on there. And then also I wanted to mention that at the refill stores, they also sell these things that I'm mentioning. So they also sell vinegar, they sell baking soda, they sell dish soap because that's also where I buy like my dish soap, hand soap. So anything really that you need, I encourage you to look in your city to see if there's a refill store and see what products you can what you can get there because so many of them have cleaning products and it's going to be trial and error. You're going to try them. You're going to be like, I don't like this one. I like this one. I don't like the smell of this one. But at least it's not going to be in any packaging and it'll be like, just try to see which one you end up liking the most.
Yeah, I love that. So yeah,
Yeah.
go find your, refill local store. I know it's kind of hard to come by. There's a few. There's one in Spain. It's in the center, so I used to go there and fill up for detergent.
Yeah.
Also, you can do refillable hand soap. You know, a few places sell just like the package with the actual hand soap, so you don't have to buy any more bottles. And I think that's really cool that at least some of these corporate companies are like at least making a step to, instead of just using that plastic, they're just sending like refillable packages instead of just new plastic bottles all the time. At least
Yeah.
that's a small step forward. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's cool. There's a lot of different things that you can do. There's a girl, I think her IG is Backcountry Girl. She created a guide for refill stores. She has a whole map, just the United States. I don't know if she has like countries, but for the United States, like you go to your state, tell you all the refill stores in your states. So I definitely encourage you to check that out. If you're in Los Angeles, and in particular, I have whole blog that showcases all the refill stores here on plantlikethings.com. In that you can find out where they sell all the different things from shampoo to body lotion to herbs. So I have a little resource for you guys there if you're.
Yeah, I love that. Liz has so many good resources. Just want me to say it again. The site's called plantlikethings.com. She has so many good sustainable tips and living advices and food places. So check that out. So also just mindfully make sure when you are purchasing products, make sure you're thoughtful about it. Read the labels, make sure they're cruelty free. Making sure they're using products without VOC, fragrances, irritants, and flammable ingredients, things like that. So if you're really careful about things like that, I encourage you guys to try it instead of just waiting until, oh, I'm going to wait till I have kids to go non-toxic, or I'm going to wait till I have children. It's like, you can start now. It's like, you're not young and you're not old enough to not care about non-toxic things. You could start now. So
Yeah,
encourage you guys to do that.
yeah, it's never too early and it's never too late to just switch things up and start making more sustainable choices. And there are a lot of sustainable choices, at the store if you don't. stuff. Encourage you to just like turn that label around and like read the ingredients. If the ingredients are things that you're familiar with, then that's probably going to be a great cleaner. But if it has like a bunch of crazy like, you know, chemical things, you're like, what is that? Google it and see if it's like something that's like still toxic, because there are some companies that will say that they're like, you know, eco, and there is a lot of greenwashing happening because there are no marketing laws, so like people can just use those terms. So just be a little bit of a more conscious consumer, I guess. You know, just Google things a little more and just do.
Yeah, so if you guys know what greenwashing is, it's like putting a false, like it's all these like eco labels, but it's really bullshit. So that's what greenwashing is. If you guys don't know what that is.
Presenting yourself to be more sustainable than you actually are. So basically lying. So it's like you're greenwashing, be green, but you're not. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go quickly before we end the segment. I'm gonna go in quickly and talk about go in. YQ said, tip: unhoused neighbors usually don't mind if you ask them if they would like to some clean clothes or use clothes. Yeah. Local shelters, homeless people. Be careful approaching people. Obviously, with COVID going on and stuff, you gotta be more mindful in that. But really love that. And Larita Botanica, thanks, babe. I'm glad you like my earrings. Had these for a while. And she also asked Liz, you're probably really good. So you guys know any makeup lines that focus on recycled material or less packaging waste?
Yeah. Some of them are kind of specific. Like, so I know one, wish I had it here. Cute little like thing, and the brand is called Atom. And I can maybe I'll just DM Laurita Botanica and give her the information. But it's a little crayon that's like basically a note. It's just in a little cardboard little box. And you can use it on your eyes, you can use it on your lips, you can use it on your cheeks. And so there's a lot of great, amazing companies, exciting things in like the less waste space. So I'll definitely send those resources to you via DM.
Nice, love that. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you guys have any other questions about sustainability, cleaning for spring, drop a comment in there. So thank you guys so much, and we also encourage you guys to join us tomorrow on Clubhouse. We're going to be talking about the like mindfulness in your digital space, like really good practices on having a good relationship with online, your phone, emails, all that whole lifestyle for online digital life.
Yeah.
And
Digital
listen,
information.
yep, and don't forget to check us out on the Conscious Kitchen podcast, streaming worldwide. We need you guys to subscribe and leave us a review to really help us, grow our podcast organically and just, support the podcast.
And next week we're releasing season 4 May 4th. And next week we're interviewing our first person for Unbiased Science podcast. And they're going to talk to us about a bunch of different just science, health, COVID related things. They're these 2 doctors, super educated. And so we're excited to just chat with them. We'll post about them this week. And then you guys let us know if you have any questions. And we'll be sure to ask them during our combo.
Yeah. Liz, can you give us one more, just give us those 2 solution ingredients again for your like bathroom cleaning and then like kitchen cleaning?
Yeah, okay, so my bathroom cleaning, I'm gonna do my little science experiment again. So my bathroom cleaning, or just any cleaning that you just need like something a little bit abrasive, is just baking soda and some vinegar, and like you'll see the little reaction that happens.
It's like fizzing up. Yeah, dope.
Fizzle, fizzle. And so that really helps get things out. I use this for my tub, for my toilet bowl, sometimes for the stove top, and that's just white vinegar and baking soda. And then for the multi-purpose, just countertop or just like any type of cleaner, you use vinegar, water, equal parts vinegar, equal parts water, and then about, depending on the size of your bottle, like maybe 20 drops of tea tree oil, which has some disinfecting properties. So that's like a great thing. But if you don't need the disinfecting properties and you want it to just smell good, you can use like a lemon essential oil or tea or eucalyptus or whatever kind of things you want. And then I'm going to show you guys where this little bottle is from. We'll definitely tag it in the caption for this.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Liz, for all your insight, for teaching us something new today. And, I hope you guys take this knowledge and put it forth through your own cleaning processes for spring cleaning, because got to get in there this spring, got to make sure everything you don't use or isn't serving you is out, and everything that brings you love and happiness and just makes your life easier, like just refreshing your wardrobe with like spring clothes and like, making sure that it's all cleaned and fresh, like, bring that more into your life, or a new plant. you know, bring some new fresh plant in there and just to, you know, detoxify the air, you know, bring you some joy and everything like that, because we all need that right now.
Yes, for sure. Yes, yes. Well, we hope you guys have an amazing day and an amazing week, and we'll catch you guys next week for Conscious Tea episode 8 on Wednesday at 11 a.m. PST.
Thanks, guys. Hope to see you back again next week.
Bye.
Bye.